Stop. Don't watch this video. Go back. I'm telling you, there's too much damn energy. Go back. Go find a football helmet and put it on, because after you watch this damn video, you're going to want to run through a wall. This video is Andy Elliott down at Eric Klein's headquarters in Scottsdale, Arizona. Eric Klein is one of Andy's top clients in our Coaching Coaches program. Eric Klein built a huge business, sold it for millions of dollars, a huge exit, and he wanted to get in the coaching space after seeing what we built at the Elliott Group. Eric is so damn crazy, so fired up on changing people's lives. This dude is a badass entrepreneur, incredible entrepreneur, but he's also a sales phone assassin. He's the king of the wholesale business. He lived in Carolina and moved all the way down here to create the headquarters that you're about to see us walk into. Now, this video is gonna be jam-packed with Andy Elliott value. The energy in this place is unreal. It almost looks like a little mini lion's den down at Eric Klein's spot. It just gets me so freaking jacked up thinking about how far that these guys have been able to come, how many lives they've been able to impact in the wholesale business. This video is sick. So pay attention, put your helmets on, strap your chin straps on, and let's go to war, baby. Let's go. Let's go. What are you doing? Get in the damn video. Let's go!
Now I can't hear what a hater say. Didn't believe they didn't need. Now they can see what time it is. Infinity, now you can see. High in the hills where I'm trying to live. Tell me how long this lasts. Never mind, we ain't waiting to wait. Chasing great, can't be drunk.
I was wondering, I was like, babe, we at the fucking library? And then all of a sudden I started hearing this noise.
Let's go!
Really importantly, you guys should all be proud of yourself. How many of you traveled in? Raise your hand. Yeah, guys, listen, staying where you are will keep you where you are. If you want to go to new places, you got to get out. You got to take risks. You got to see the shirt that says sacrifice, right? Most people know the word, they just don't live it. Remember, and I want you guys to take notes. I'm going to share some stuff with you today that'll change your life. But most importantly, my life changed being in a room like this. I don't know what you do in here. I have no idea, nor do I care. What I know is who you become will determine what you get. What I know is that a room like this can change your entire life. Wow. And people don't think that, right? Because you came here, they're like, where are you going? Oh, some self-development deal. You're going to train. Listen, it's one thing to learn it. It's another thing to live it. You guys, as your goal today is to learn some new stuff, but to learn that you're the thing that's going to get you to that next level. It's no one else. It's not your family. It's not your friends. Dude, it's just you. Yeah. And so that's the reason why you're plugging into this information. It's the reason why you're learning a new skill. Everything that you learn today can be used and applied in every area of your life. Not just in business. People are like, I'm going to make more money. Honestly, I learned that a lot of people just don't know how to answer the question. Oh, why are you going to that thing? Oh, I want to make more money. It's like the thing that we think people will accept most, right? Really what you're doing is you're going to become a better person. But if you said that, I'm going to become a better person. People with it, what do you mean? Dude, you're fine the way you are. People have no idea. And listen, you guys don't have an idea either what's possible. So my goal over the next hour is to try to explain as much as I can what steps, what actions you need to take, the way you need to believe, who you need to be around, the skills you need to learn, and honestly, the new set of lenses, the new perspective that you need to have in life to get your new life. And I'm going to tell you, like, you can get your new life in this next hour. Like, it's not like, oh, when I go back home these 3 weeks from now. It's like, no, dude, you get it right now. Like, that's the cool thing. Like, there's a day you're born, the day you die, and the day your life changes forever. There's an epiphany bridge at some point that happens in everyone's life where they go, I don't want to be me no more. Wow. And so what happens when you say, I don't want to be me no more? Well, then you got to say, who do I want to be? And the cool thing is that you could take 20 people and you could become a hybrid of all 20 of those people and become you. And that's kind of my goal. I've spent me and her, my wife Jacqueline, we've spent millions of dollars. Dude, I always wanted to make millions. Matter of fact, I didn't even know people like us could make millions. But invest millions on yourself in education and learning? Oh my God, dude. Your goal is to model proven practices. Your goal is to cut the check for speed anytime given the opportunity, even if you don't have it. Why? Because you have to get yourself to that next part of life. You have to become someone else to get something else. It's the way it is. And the cool thing about it is if you're in a relationship with someone else, ultimately, she's my responsibility. When I married Jacqueline, 18 years ago, I promised her the ride of a lifetime. I proved myself to her every day that I was worth marrying. And then when she married me, I went backwards and I stopped proving myself to her every day. You may say, man, what a bad guy. We all do it. Whatever we're not intentional about fades. And so I'm just so blessed to be alive in this era. Clearly, the Elliott group has blown up massively, really quick. And it all came from a room like this. And I mean it, I sat here and there's, listen, you don't have to know what you want to do. And this is important, then we'll sit down and train. You don't have to know what you want to do. You don't even know who you maybe want to become yet. You may sit in here and you're like, dude, I don't know, I kind of want to be like that. Well, you don't even have to identify or label what does that mean. You guys are here to learn wholesale real estate. Hey, let's go make 7 figures in 2025 this next year in wholesale real estate. But I don't know that I want to be labeled a wholesale real estate guy. I'm not sure. But what I know is that I know who I don't want to be. I don't want to be a fucking loser. That's what I don't want to be. And so anything that takes me towards winning and away from losing, I want to lean into. And if you make that decision every day and you start doing that every day, holy shit, with consistency and compound effect over a year, you look up and you're like, how did we get here? What is going on? And dude, everybody said you weren't going to make it, but there was something inside of you. And that's what I'm here to tell you today. All of you, there's something inside of you. It's just a little itch that says, man, I think I'm made for more. And this isn't some fucking hype game or motivational shit. I'm not you, you're not me. When we built the Elliott group, look, I let Jackie down a lot. I made a lot of false promises. I made a lot of bad decisions. But this day was different. I went into a room, the things that she had told me for 10 or 15 years. Man, some of you might have been told something over and over and over and over again. And then some random person you've never met on the craziest day, it's like a God-driven divine intervention. That person's sitting there waiting, they tell you something, you receive it differently, you've heard this message, for some reason it came across differently this day, for some reason you felt differently about it this day, and you just drew a line in the sand, and you're like, all right, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. All right, we're gonna do something different now. And dude, and I mean it, no one knows that is a real commitment except you. And that's what I want with you guys today. I want you to, to say hey man, I'm gonna make a real commitment today. I'm gonna stop doing some things. I'm gonna start doing some things. I'm gonna audit the people I hang out with. I'm gonna audit my own mindset.
Wake up.
You're gonna wake up today. You're the gatekeeper of your mind. If you got trash in your head, you're the only one that can take the trash out. You're the only person that can let new information in. You're the gatekeeper, okay? What you guys are thinking about, right? What's going on in here is what's coming out of your mouth. It's what you see with your eyes. I've just decided, man, I'm gonna totally recreate. I'm gonna change everything about me. I did not know when I was going through this phase that it would reach the financial success that this was gonna reach. I didn't know that. You know what I knew? I knew who I didn't wanna be. I didn't wanna be anything like my mother, okay? I didn't wanna be anything like my father. I didn't want to be like anything like the leaders that had led me for the last 20 years. And I wanted to prove every motherfucker wrong. Everything they said about me was true at the time they were saying it. But it wasn't going to fucking be true for long. I was going to change that. And then also, so I wanted to prove them wrong, but also I wanted to prove her right. She made a bet on me. She told me one day I was going to be something great. I remember when Jackie first got me, she goes, you're going to be the greatest project ever. But in the end, you're going to be the greatest masterpiece. I know it is. And I'm telling this with all of you guys because human beings are resilient. I don't care how fucked up you are in this room. I don't care how broke you are. I don't care how in shambles your life is. I don't care what you look like, how fat you are, how disgusted you are. I am telling you, I am living proof that everything can change 360. All it takes is some decisions today, a real commitment, and it takes some consistency. And dude, you're gonna look up in a year and you're gonna be like, oh my God, dude. And people are gonna say, dude, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? And you're gonna be like, I was in this room. Number one, you can't stop coming. That's the key. Like, once you're in this place and you feel this way and you're listening to this message, you're like, I want this to happen 24/7, 365. Okay, cool, do it. Can't you have conversations like this 24 hours a day? Yeah, it's really simple. Come hang out with my team for 24 hours a day. This is the only conversation that's being had. Come hang out there, Eric Klein, 24 hours a day. The only conversation that's happening in Eric Klein's life is this conversation 24 hours a day with his wife, his kids, his team, everyone. And if someone else wants to have another conversation, they go have that somewhere else. These are the conversations we have. See, you guys are in control of your life. Wouldn't it be crazy for one of you to think, but I can't do that? You'd be an absolute fool to say that. Number one, that is a lie. That is a lie. And once you believe a lie, it becomes the truth. Some of you, listen to me. You're like, Andy, but you don't understand. No, you don't understand. You fucking sold yourself a lie. Someone else sold you a lie. That is not the truth. You're living in that. If you don't stop living in that, that will be how you feel when you die. I'm out. So, everybody, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I know this next hour, I'm going to change your life. I know I am. I'm positive of it. 100% of you will. Going through this phase, that it would reach the financial success that this was going to reach. I didn't know that. You know what I knew? I knew who I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be anything like my mother. Okay? I didn't want to be anything like my father. I didn't want to be like anything like the leaders that have led me for the last 20 years. And I wanted to prove every motherfucker wrong. Everything they said about me was true at the time they were saying it. But it wasn't going to fucking be true for long. I was going to change that. And then also, so I wanted to prove them wrong, but also I wanted to prove her right. She made a bet on me. She told me one day I was going to be something great. I remember when Jackie first got with me, she goes, you're going to be the greatest project ever. But in the end, you're going to be the greatest masterpiece. I know it is. And I'm telling this with all of you guys because human beings are resilient. I don't care how fucked up you are in this room. I don't care how broke you are. I don't care how in shambles your life is. I don't care what you look like, how fat you are, how disgusted you are. I am telling you, I am living proof that everything can change 360. All it takes is some decisions today, a real commitment, and it takes some consistency. And dude, you're gonna look up in a year and you're gonna be like, oh my God, dude. And people are gonna say, dude, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? And you're gonna be like, I was in this room. Number one, you can't stop coming. That's the key. Like, once you're in this place and you feel this way and you're listening to this message, you're like, I want this to happen 24/7, 365. Okay, cool, do it. Can't you have conversations like this 24 hours a day? Yeah, it's really simple. Come hang out with my team for 24 hours a day. This is the only conversation that's being had. Come hang out there, Eric Klein, 24 hours a day. The only conversation that's happening in Eric Klein's life is this conversation 24 hours a day with his wife, his kids, his team, everyone. And if someone else wants to have another conversation, they go have that somewhere else. These are the conversations we have. See, you guys are in control of your life. Would it be crazy for one of you to think, but I can't do that? You'd be an absolute fool to say that. Number one, that is a lie. That is a lie. And once you believe a lie, it becomes the truth. Some of you, listen to me. You're like, Andy, but you don't understand. No, you don't understand. You fucking sold yourself a lie. Someone else sold you a lie. That is not the truth. You're living in that. If you don't stop living in that, that will be how you feel when you die. I'm out. So, everybody, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I know this next hour, I'm going to change your life. I know I am. I'm positive of it. 100% of you will get your life back. Okay? Let's go. All right, everybody have a seat. Okay, there's got to be a clock somewhere, right? Someone's got to put a clock on me.
Right in the back. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So, what time do I got to?
Hey, bro, you don't follow the clock.
No. But if you guys don't give me a clock, ask my wife. It'll be 9:30 tonight, and you're like, and I'm still fucking going, like we just started. And by the way, I want to tell you why, okay? Number one, I want everybody to write down two things that'll make you the most dangerous competitor on planet Earth, and two things that'll make everything that you want in your life come to reality. Number one, two things you got to do. Number one, urgency. When we know what we want, we must be urgent about it. Very, very, very urgent. Okay, you're not in great shape, but have you ever wanted to be in good shape? Yes or no? Yes. At that moment he wanted to be in good shape, bam! He's got to let loose. He's got to go for it right then. No fucking Mondays. Now. Right now. Now. We can't wait. No more waiting. No more wait till I get my team together. No more when my social media gets right. Not when I save this much money. Right fucking now. Hey, I'm going to change my life. Oh, they got this thing I can buy. It's $2,500 for self-development. Well, I'm negative, but I got $5,000 on a credit card. I'm negative in my bank account. That doesn't make sense. I need to wait till I get ahead, then I'll buy it. Buy it now. Buy it right now. The question is, if you had it now, would you do something with it? If you had it now, would you do something with it? Yes? Buy it. Get it right fucking now. Buy it now. You got to know that when you're inside turning and there's turmoil and you're stirred up, that's when you do it. You do it then. And that's why a lot of people are like, why is this guy always yelling? Dude, I was dead for 39 years. Look, I'm telling you guys, I was dead for 39. Some of you that are 20 in here, I wish I could have had me at 20. My leaders told me, make money. Very clear. Look, I'm explaining this to you. Make money. Make money, make money, make money, make money. They didn't say have good intentions. They didn't say be a good person. They didn't say, hey man, what would it feel like if you could change someone else's life by living your life right? Oh man, that'd be cool. No, we didn't fucking talk like that. Make money now. Make money now. Make money now. You want to be a winner? Make money. You want to be a winner? Hey, that guy gets in your way? Cut his fucking throat. Fuck that guy. That was my leaders. That's the way I was raised. It just is what it is. You only know what you know. Dude, from poor to making money, that was the game. I always wondered why I didn't like me. You know, I always wondered why I had this empty hole in my heart. I am going to tell you one thing for sure. I knew I didn't want to be poor. I knew that sales would make me rich if I got good at it. I knew that. You guys are going to have to learn sales skills. But watch. Sales skills, bad leadership, bad intentions, shitty life, hole in your heart, die with regrets. Sales skill, leader, you're the leader, good leadership. Sales skill, good intentions, hard work, self-development every day. You'll die a legend. And I'm going to tell you guys, here's the coolest thing is that you can be in here and I don't care if anyone, maybe some of you have never had one person believe in you. Not one. Not one. Next to Jackie, before I met my team, not one person ever told me that I was ever going to do anything great in my life. No one would ever say anything to me like that. I want to tell you guys, when you fucking know, and by the way, hey, maybe you're on the flip side of this. Maybe your parents took really good care of you growing up and they babied you. Man, they fucked you, dude. Because if you don't suffer as a kid, you suffer as an adult. You know, when you suffer as a kid, dude, you think I'm afraid to be disappointed? People say, what are you and Jackie afraid of most? It ain't going broke. We've been fucking broke many times. You know what I mean? I'm afraid of forgetting who I am and becoming ungrounded because I know the danger that causes my family. I know the danger that it causes me. See, guys, I told you I'd tell you two things. Number one, urgency. Number two, intensity. Intensity, be intense. Once you know what you want, you do it now. Hey, by the way, you don't have to know what you want to do forever. You just need to know what you want to do for this next 30 days. Please, I need to explain this to all of you. The way this self-development game works is your body is like absorbing this new information and it will change so fucking fast. So, what most people will be like, oh, this is my 5-year plan. I'm like, dude, you're going to grow so slow, you can plan for 5 years? I can't even plan for 90 days. Wow. I'm moving so fast, I can't even fucking plan for 90 days. I will outgrow my 90-day plan in 90 days. Am I anybody special? Not a chance. Stuttered when I was 18, horrible at sales, fucking broken, pathological liar, full of shit, made bad decisions forever. The only good thing that happened, hey, I made money. Listen, when I was younger, I made a lot of money. I just lost it all because I wasn't a good person. Dude, every one of you in here, no matter how much money you make, if you don't become the best version of yourself, you don't get to keep that money. You're renting it for a year. It's gone. You want to fucking rent money? You want to get mentally fucked up? Go make money and then go broke again. Make money, go broke again. Make money, go broke again. I'd rather not make any money and just adjust to that. Okay, if we're going to make money, I want to teach you to make money for a long time. How do we make money for a long time? One simple way. Number one, you got to lead yourself the greatest ever, because no one's ever going to follow you if you're not leading yourself right. So what do we need to do? Right now, you need to think about it. Who do you want to be? Who don't you want to be? Who do you want to become? Are you running towards a life you want, or are you running from a life you hate? There's two people in this room. Some of you are like, dude, I'm good. I got it. I got 100 grand in the bank. I mean, I can be all right for 5 or 6 months. I can be all right for the next year. Okay, cool. You're trying to run towards a life you want, and so you're thinking like, what do I want? What are my dreams? What is this? And then there's this other motherfucker in here who's like broke. They're broken. They don't want what they have right now. And they're stirred off, and as I'm talking to them, they're dangerous. You don't need money to win. You need a heart and you need a mind. Okay? Eric, you okay? You gotta watch. Eric gets excited and shit. It's like a bird hitting glass. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, think about it. Some of you, what do you want, right? Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know what I wanted, but I know who I didn't want to be. I've learned, and by the way, you can figure out how you operate, but I'm willing to bet, because I only take bets I can win, that those of you in here who will become the most successful, that will win the biggest, that will earn the biggest checks, that will lead the biggest teams, that will make the most money, you guys operate in a place of darkness. Darkness. Something in your life is fucking pissing you off. You've got an enemy. Listen, they say, oh, you know, I'm a Christian, guys. You may say, well, you cuss. I got a good heart. I'd rather be a guy that cusses and have a good heart than be a guy that doesn't cuss and have a bad heart. One thing you can count on, I'll never lie to you, I'll never betray you, and I'll never cheat on you. You can count on it. You take it to death. Somebody ever says I lie? Listen, I'm loyal. You know me, I tell you the truth. You're fat, you're fat. You're ugly, you're ugly. We can't help ugly. We can make you more money, right? Hey, dude, if we can build some charisma, if we get you in better shape, we can't change your face, but you're going to become more attractive. Right? Hey, I see dudes all the time that are in great shape that freaking go pull 10 chicks. Okay? Like, I know that there's things that we can do, but there's things that we can't do. You know what we can't do? We can't erase your past. Dude, you know what so think about right now. What is some shit? Like, what did they say to you? What did they fucking say to you? They say you weren't going to make it. They said you were always going to be a piece of shit. They said you were going to be a loser. You know, like what did they say? Who said it? See, because there's this thing, the reason why most of you in here, and I'm not saying success is a big blanket deal to me. The way I take care of my wife is success. The way I'm a father is success. The way I have my relationship with God is success. The way I like me, my physical fitness, the way I'm treating my team, do I have a financial fence around my family? There's multiple things of success that I think about when being successful. But when I think about success, every single one of you, this next level of success needs to be different than anything else you've ever been a part of. You can't change your past, but you can change right now. So what do we need to do? Number one, just alter your identity completely. I want to explain this to you. I learned this when I started to get in self-development in 2019. I was watching a YouTube channel. There was a guy named Patrick Bet-David. He was a valuetainment, and he was explaining this thing called future truth. And you know, people may call it imposter syndrome, but I'm going to tell you this is completely real. The law of manifestation is real. I don't know if you know what it is, but the law of manifestation is whatever you're thinking of is going to happen. If you think you're going to lose, you're going to lose. Listen, you can study all you want in here, but if you don't believe you're going to make it, you're out. You have to sit here and say, I don't care what anyone else thinks about me, I'm going to make it. Listen, you can't swerve, you can't be shaken, and you can't negotiate with this. This is not for sale. This thing that I just told you, I am going to be successful, you can never give up to anyone at any point in time, no matter what. You will work on this until your death. You can never not believe in yourself. Doubt is a traitor. It's a fucking traitor. And some of you in here, you hate traitors, you're a traitor to you. You're a traitor. You're an internal traitor. Out openly in the coaching and everything, you tell everybody what you want. But internally, you don't believe any of it. It's not that other people are not believing in you. It's that you don't believe in you. And listen, I want to tell you, the person that I became, my wife was at one point not telling me the truth, and I'm going to tell you why. Because every time she told me the truth, I would tell her that she was nagging me, she was complaining, when really she wanted me to be great. And I wouldn't hear her out. And some of you, the reason why people aren't telling you that you're capable of it is for two reasons. Number one, they try to tell you before and you want to listen to them. And so now they're like, fuck it, I'm not even going to tell them anymore. And so now you're like, you don't believe in me no more? No, they tried that. It didn't work. Okay? Or secondly, your ego is too sensitive to take the truth. Pride, ego, and entitlement, these three things will be the death of you. It kills all growth. And so change starts with honesty. Change starts with truth. Real change. Look, dude, I know a lot of guys that made money for a couple years and now they're ass fucking broke. You want that to be your story? Hey man, I went and made a lot of money, and then you want to be the guy telling people who you used to fucking be? It's like me walking up to someone and I can tell they used to be in shape and they're not in shape anymore. And they're like, oh, you should have seen me in my 20s. I'm like, fuck your 20s. Tell me about today. Tell me about today, motherfucker. I want to know about now. I want to know why now you're the way you are. Guess what? Instead of saying, got fucking lazy, man. Lost my edge. Quit hanging out with the people that pushed me in the right direction. Made some bad decisions. You know, it's all my fault. You know what they say? Well, I had this problem and I had this. Those are all excuses, man. Once you make an excuse, you give away the power to change anything in your life. Never give away the power to change something. Own everything in your life. You got a bad relationship? Your fucking fault. I guarantee it's your fault. Out of shape? That's on you. You fucking choose what goes into your mouth. This is you. This isn't anyone else. No one else is hand feeding you. Am I right? Okay, that's your fucking fault. Don't fucking tell me. You're not making money? How much time a day do you spend studying? You speak for a living. How much do you practice learning the word tracks in your industry? The language, the words, the tonality, the belief. By the way, again, secret to sales, belief. If you don't believe, no one is going to want to follow you. No one is going to want to listen to you. Remember, the grandmaster, greatest closers and greatest salespeople and the people that make the most money are the ones that they don't present and try to convince people that they need to believe this is the greatest ever. It's when you talk to them, you can tell that they believe that this thing is the greatest ever because they believe that. They believe. They don't present the greatest fucking menus. They believe the most out of everyone else in the world. And so people buy shit all the time they don't need because they buy it from people who believe it's the best. And so that's why you got to believe. So that's where the intensity part will change everything in your life. In the urgency part, if you want to do something, you do it now. Now, I'm willing to guess everyone in this room, all of you, are here because you want to learn about wholesale real estate. I want to tell you something. If in 2025, truthfully, hello? Hello? Okay. Hey, is this working? It's like it hadn't been working the whole time. I'm like, fuck. Hey, 2025, guess what happened? You tell me.
My life's gonna change.
Watch. 2019, I quit my job. I want to know what they're going to say in your story. 2019, I quit my job. My wife, she literally looks at me and says, I've learned to live without you. Because I was always gone. Guess what, guys? There's a fucking secret to being present. Some of you here, you're like locked in with me. Okay, some of you here, your phone, you get a message, you'll go straight to your phone. The reason why you don't make it, you're never really where you are. I wasn't with my family when I should have been home with my family. I was at work, and then when I would go home, I wasn't really at home, I was still at work. I know that you've all experiences if you've ever achieved anything of greatness in your life. You know why? Because they don't teach us in fucking school how to win in business and maintain a family. They don't teach us that. By the way, it is number one, the most crucial thing you'll ever learn in your life, because 70% of people end up going ass broke because they fuck up their personal life, which destroys their business. Okay, listen, hey, you guys all want to sell? You can't sell shit if you're emotionally drained because of a shitty relationship. Am I right? Okay, cool. So there's a simple rule, and I'll explain it very easily. Wherever you are, bless you. Wherever you are, be there. When you're at the gym, be at the fucking gym. Okay? What does that mean? Be intense. Gym time. Turn that fucking lever up when you're in the gym. When you're at home, be at home. Hey, I don't care if you're at home for an hour or 5 hours. I don't give a shit. Time is irrelevant. I can spend 1 hour with you guys and I can change your life more than someone who got to spend 20 years with you. I don't care about how much time you get. I care about how much did I pour into you 1 hour versus those people who poured into you over the last 20 years. I know when I'm there, I know I'm going to bring the heat like no other, and I know people are going to know I was present. I know that. That's important to me, and I wasn't doing that. And I always thought, Jackie would be proud of me if I made a lot of money. And by the way, I thought, if I made a lot of money, I'd be proud of me. How many of you in this room, and you don't think about this, but all you want is just more love? You fucking want more love, and you say, I don't want to raise my hand because that sounds gay. I'm here to tell you, every single one of you, when you feel like no one loves you, how do you perform? Horrible. Okay? So how do you perform your best? When you feel fucking love. More love, baby. Yeah, so what do you want? I'm thinking if I just make more money, that's going to solve all our problems at home, so my wife's going to love me more. Then I keep bringing home checks, and she's still mad. She's still angry. And then I realized at the end of the day, especially my wife, she was going to be successful anyways. She fucking married me because I promised her the ride of a lifetime. She thought we were going to have fun. And here I am trying to make money. My wife said, dude, I wouldn't have married you if I thought you weren't capable of being successful and making money. But I married you for way more reasons than that. I married you because I thought you were going to be an incredible father. You had a shitty dad, you had a shitty mom. I just imagined when you had kids, the fucking parent you were going to be because of that. And I'm thinking, fuck, man. Here I am thinking if I have more money, I'm going to get a closer relationship with my kids. That is not all true. That is not true at all. No one taught me this stuff. So my greatest thing for me to tell you guys is that, look, if you look out into the world and you want what they have, just fucking keep doing what you're doing. But if you want something that no one else that you've ever met, me and my team, and maybe a couple, like maybe Eric Klein and some guys they're the only people that I know that live the way we live. I don't care about the big influencers on Instagram and all the fucking people you see with all the clout and all the followers. Behind closed doors, they're yelling at their wives. They're fucking not close to their kids. At the end of the day, they're trying to please the wrong people. They're trying to please the people that are watching them and their own families in the fucking trash can. I see it all the time. Do you guys want to live that way? No way. So what can we do? I don't care what stage you're at in life right now. Number one, wherever you're at, be there. Just be present. We're here training right now. We're going to train, and then when we get out of here, you can go do whatever you want. But when you're here, you're here. When you're at the gym, you want to grow your body? You want to really make it look good? You go psycho. When you're in the gym, no emails, no texts, no calls, you're there. Then when you're at work, what do we do when we're at work? We work. Guys, did you know that when you're working out like a piece of muscle in your body and you want it to grow, you know it doesn't grow until it starts to hurt? Do you work so hard that every day you go home and your jaw's numb? Like I've been talking all fucking day long, man. My jaw's numb. I've been motivating people all day long. I got a headache. I literally been running around so hard today, I am emotionally drained. I emptied the tank today at the office. That's when you grow. Most people will never feel anything like this. Most people will never have a great body. Because if you say, I'm going to follow this gym program and I'm going to go in and it says do 4 sets of 10, how do I know at 10 your body has reached failure? Probably the real reps won't start until probably 12 or 13. 12 or 13 to 25 was where the real work was done. And 1 to 13 was junk. But the world tells you 4 sets of 10. Fuck 4 sets of 10. You guys get it? Now, 4 sets of 10 in a marriage, divorce. 4 sets of 10 as a parent, your kids will admire and look up to someone else and they'll choose them as their hero. 4 sets of 10 in business, you're going to be broke your whole life. You'll never make it. 4 sets of 10, no one will ever want to be you. You'll never change one person's life. You will literally die creating 0 impact. Now, I'm going to give you guys a curveball for a minute. And I want to take you guys up about 20 steps from where you probably thought you were going to be when you came here. Number 1, if you do what Eric Klein tells you to do, this is for Eric, and you stay close to him, and you spend the rest of this quarter and 2025 with Eric Klein, you will end 2025 making 7 figures. If you fuck up, you'll make mid-6. That's finances. If you listen to what I'm about to tell you and you'll do that, and you'll listen to the rest of this message, I will show you guys how to live a life of human excellence. How to live a life that when you're dead at the end of your life and they're patting your head with a shovel because they're buried you in the ground, millions of people will be fucking crying. And they'll be standing up saying, that motherfucker changed my life. That man, that woman, the relationships they had, the way they took care of their family, the way that they loved, the intensity, the urgency, the way they carried themselves, how much they poured into everyone around them, the way they lived, changed my life. Until I was 39, I never had one person come tell me that I changed their life. I never did. I had a lot of people tell me, you made me more money. I heard that a lot. Hey man, you made me more money. Cool. That was good. First time someone came up to me and go, dude, you changed my life. I'm like, fuck, that hits different, man. I'm like, what does that mean? I can't deposit that in the bank. That means I'm finally living right. Dude, the reason why the world's so fucking lost and they're doing all this fucked up shit, hey, I'm crazy, but I'm crazy for good. Dude, I will do anything when someone's in front. See, I'm a coach. Guys, do you think people want a boss? No. Nobody wants a boss. You guys don't want a fucking boss, do you? No, you never want a boss. People want a coach. People want a leader. People want someone that they can see that person's living the fucking way they want to live. Period. End of story. That would be what I want to help you guys become. Now, what does that look like? 10,000 foot view? You're going to need to put a financial fence around your family, because all the work that we got to do and the shit we got to take care of, we don't need to be balancing a fucking checkbook. So we're going to make a lot of money. Secondly, getting rich and living a rich life are two totally separate things. I'm going to tell you, I hang out with who I want, when I want, where the fuck I want. You want to live a life like that?
Yes, sir.
Do you, yes or no?
Yes.
Then you got to fucking make some decisions in here today. Because you don't get to make those choices right now. Someone could put their fucking thumb on you right now if they wanted to. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I want, if somebody doesn't want me to stand on the values that I want to stand on, fuck you, eat shit. Get out. We don't need you no more. My message may be a little raw, it may be a little direct, but it's the truth. You guys get one life, and it's short, and you got a lot to do. And a lot of you, if you look back over your life, get a pen and piece of paper and write down how many people's lives you've changed. If it's not in the thousands, you've been alive thousands of days. I mean, I don't understand. Maybe because it's something we hadn't thought about. Again, what we think about is who we become. What if at home, in the community, and in the office, wherever you're at from now on, human excellence, standards, they're not something on the cafeteria fucking wall. They come out of our mouth with everything that we say, everything that we do. People don't even have to hear us talk. They can just watch the way we live. And you know what I love? All of you in here, I don't care what you've done to this point, today forward is where your new story starts and your new testimony starts. See, I'm going to tell you something. At 39 years old, not one of you in here knew who I was. That was 5 years ago. I just turned 45. 5 years ago, I was out of shape. 5 years ago, my marriage was not great. 5 years ago, my kids didn't choose me as their hero. 5 years ago, I was not financially in the position I am today. And you know how I got there? Fucking rooms just like this. It's so crazy. See, some of you guys right now, you're like, yeah, Andy, but I need something. You ain't fucking listening. This is it. Guys, you guys have been living a mastermind 24/7, 365 since the day you're fucking born. You come in this room for one simple reason, to find a really good coach that'll push you far and to be around like-minded people. Can I explain this to you guys? Start thinking fucking bigger. You don't have to have it all figured out. You know, it's like he may have an office, he may need to hire and recruit people, so he comes in, he's like, I'm looking for 3 people. Does that make sense? But what if he doesn't have any of that shit right now? You think one day he's going to need fucking 3 people? Yeah. Dude, wake up now. You may meet that person today, and in a year, you're like, bro, I got this thing. Dude, we've stayed in touch. It's relationship capital, right? There's human capital, which is people and growing people. Then there's relationship capital, which is I need fucking relationships with every single one of you. If I want to go do something right now, if we wanted to raise $1 billion in the Elliott group, we could literally put a post out and go, we need to raise $1 billion. And the people that we've been great to, that we've changed their life, we would raise $1 billion like that. Relationship capital. My deal is that are you so fucking caught up in you, you're not helping anyone else around you? This is how it's done. You guys live the life the way that you fucking see it live best, and all of a sudden, one by one, morally, people go, damn, have you seen how that person's been rolling? God, dude, that shit's fucking inspiring. I've seen you change, in your body. I've seen you change in the way you talk. I've seen the way you change. Dude, it's like they don't even fucking care. Bro, we've watched you lose for half a year now and get made fun of on the internet, but you keep coming back every day like you're not gonna fucking stop. Dude, I was mocked at for 2 years and laughed at when I first started. By the way, I still have more hate than anyone right now. Tim Grover, talk to him all the time. Other day, you know what he said? You want everyone to stop hating? You want to get rid of all the haters? Just quit winning. Just quit, bro. Just fucking quit. Dude, those people would love for you to stop right now. They would love for you to quit. They would love for you to take one of their comments or one of their things or something they said to you, and they'd love for you to quit. Bro, they don't hate you at all. They hate them. Somebody put a box and a boundary on them, and they know it, and they're living in that box. And they know that someone put one on you too, and you fucking broke out of it, and that pisses them off. They're like, well, how's that guy making it? He's a fucking car salesman for fucking 10 years. Now he's a fucking 7-figure earner doing this shit and growing this thing. He's got a beautiful family. Hey, he's a car salesman. Yeah, bitch, we loved it. I'm so glad that we had to go through that shit so we didn't end up being a fucking loser like you. Dude, I had to do a lot of shit that I didn't want to do to learn what it is I didn't want to do. Dude, listen to me. You don't have to do wholesale real estate till you die. You just got to figure out how to get really good at it, make good money at it, so you can make some choices and decide what's next. But some of you may stay in it forever. Honestly, I didn't know this is the truth to all of you. I didn't know. I didn't want to go back and sell cars anymore. I did it for 20 years. I wanted to do something else. Oh, I never had a good leader. No one ever believed in me. No one ever knew my wife's name, my kid's name. He was like, numbers get hit or fuck you. I was like, dude, I got to do something else. I started getting in self-development. I loved how quickly it changed my life. I love that when my mind would think differently, I spoke differently to my family. I spoke differently to everyone around me. I spoke differently to me. Dude, listen, at the end of the day, I know we want to do this for our families. I know we want to make a lot of money. I know that we want to do this for our customers. I know we want to help our businesses. Dude, you guys are going to live with yourself until you die. If you don't learn how to really lead yourself, you're in big, big trouble. I can't lead him. I can coach him. I can help him when he gets in trouble. Hey, don't do that, do this. Everybody needs a guy like that in his corner. He's got to be his own fucking drill sergeant. Okay? It's 11 o'clock at night. You're on a diet. You're trying to get lean. You're trying to build this best life. You literally are staring at the fucking snack cabinet. I've been there. Dude, my family's 350 to 450 pounds. Everybody understand this, man. I know what happens when I don't eat clean. You know what happens? I lose all respect. I'm going to give you another secret. You guys hear how much I talk about fitness, right? Do I get paid off fitness? Nope. Why would I, at 45 years old later in my life, go around telling fucking people to be in shape every fucking day? Why? Somebody just think internally, why would this guy do this? Walking billboard, but why would I do that? Because it puts the highest level of fucking accountability on me like you don't even understand. See, you don't need to tell me to stay in shape. I've been fucking preaching it every day, so the day that I stop doing it, I'm ruined. And I'm not gonna ruin me. I'm gonna die in shape. I will die in shape. I am making that fucking commitment. Why? Why would I go out and call my shot? You know what I'll tell you? Every single person that went out in the world and called their shot, every one of them. If they didn't quit, if they stayed consistent, every one of them hit it. Every damn one of them. There wasn't one of them that fucking didn't get it. Every one of them got it. But you got to be crazy enough to put it out there. And I'm going to tell you, if the Elliott group did anything right, number one, we selected the right people, mostly. 95%, we made a really good selection of hiring like-minded people that were just like me. Fucked up, broken people that wanted loyalty, that didn't want to be betrayed anymore, that were okay with being a fucking underdog and going to war to build something big. Something that was bigger than themselves. Building a fucking legacy together. We did that. Secondly, we started calling our shots to the world. Dude, I went out there saying, we're the #1 sales training program in the world. We weren't fucking nobody. You know how many people go, you're not fucking shit, man. You're not shit. I went out there and I go, bro, 6-pack or you're fired. I didn't even have a 6-pack yet, but I was fucking gonna get one. And I wanted people to fucking press me. I wanted them to push me. Are you wanting pressure or are you wanting to run from it? The only way to get good is to run to it. You want pressure? Go out and tell people what you're gonna do. I'm gonna build the biggest team in the country. I'm gonna become one of the world's greatest wholesale real estate people on planet Earth. It may not be what I do forever, but it'll be one of the things that I do, that's for sure. I will make 8 figures within the next 3 years. I will do it. It will happen. Watch me. I will tell you everything you will call out in the open and you believe to be true will happen. That is the law of manifestation. And if anyone in this room doubts me, what you doubt is what's going to happen. That when which you doubted is manifestation. You fucked you just now. And the crazy people on the other side, they go, dude, I fucking believe this guy. I believe it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go all in. By the way, you have to do the work. So what are we going to do? Number one, you guys are going to totally recreate. You have to. Who you are now will get you exactly what you're getting now. Even if I teach you new skill, it won't matter. You have to change. What are some things you have to change? Number one, write this down. You must change your physical appearance. You must change your physical appearance. I don't care if you're talking to people on the phone. I want you to be respected. You must take care of yourself. Hey, I'm not asking you to have a 6-pack and go compete on a stage. I am telling you, you need to be in the greatest shape physically possible. Period. End of story. Okay? How do you do that? Very simple. Eat clean food, work out hard, right? Don't fucking drink. Some of you in here, remember I told you, successful people, they operate 60 to 70% in darkness at all times. Some of you, you're doing drugs, you're drinking, you're taking things to numb the pain. Why would you want to numb the greatest thing you could ever have? You know what makes me want to go to the next level? Pain. Pain is the greatest teacher. Dude, pain is awesome. Pain is what makes you feel alive. Do you want to be dead? You don't want to fucking feel anything? I don't, it hurts. Shut the fuck up. Then be dead. Good or bad, if it's pain or it feels good. It could be an orgasm or fucking pain. You're still alive. Do you get it? It's all good. It's all good. So when you're feeling some shit, guys, you know one of the greatest teachers? Losing. Oh man, I've been doing this wholesale real estate thing for 6 months, man. I've been getting my teeth kicked in. Well, guess what? Welcome to fucking greatness. It's just the way it goes sometimes. I get it. Johnny fucking got lucky. Okay? Johnny came out the gate faster. Maybe Johnny internally believes he's going to make it, and internally you fucking don't. See, that's this. I believe that's the little secret mechanism that you guys got to crank up. It's the belief knob. You got to crank that fucking belief knob up. And guess what? People, when you do, they're going to be like, you're conceited, man. You're unrealistic. Bet your fucking ass I'm unrealistic. Why wouldn't I be? All odds I shouldn't be here and I'm fucking here, I think I'll be unrealistic. It's pretty unrealistic that I should even be here. It's pretty unrealistic that I didn't get fucking killed 90 million times driving down the fucking highway. Okay, so like somebody tell me why we can't be unrealistic. This is how you win. Guys, I'm coming here. I have no speech. I don't have any slides. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm telling you, if you want a different life, some of you, I'm going to be honest, you're fucking ugly in here. And I've made eye contact with you for an extra second, so you would be aware that you're one of the uglier people in the room. I want to tell you guys something. Hey, and some of you guys are getting mad. You're like, fuck this guy. Hey, I'm not very good looking myself, okay? I want to tell you something. because I'm ending with the fitness thing and I'm going to move past it. I got in good shape. I got in good shape. It made me more attractive. It gave me more confidence. It gave me more self-esteem. It gave me more self-belief. I stopped doubting myself. You fucking need it. I'm sorry if you don't understand the fitness thing. I hope you understand it now. Okay? You need that. You need that. You need when no one else believes in you. You need to fucking believe in you. And at the end of the day, I see myself in the mirror. I'm fucking naked, getting dressed every fucking morning. I gotta like me. I talked about love. All you guys want love? Dude, you can't love anyone, man. You're never gonna be able to close these deals if you don't like you. Okay? Now, some of you are like, well, I don't like me right now. Good, I didn't either. You know what I did? Made a fucking simple decision. I've had people lose 200 pounds. I had a guy lose 300 pounds. 300 pounds. Can you believe that? I don't care how extreme it is. Somebody in here try to tell me that your situation is more extreme. Okay? I almost went to jail. I literally said it at one point because I was running with the wrong people, which, by the way, if you don't listen to me today and you don't fucking get your shit together, you're one person away from ruining your life. And that person, you may already be running with them right now. That motherfucker needs to be gone when you're out of here. No explanation needed. See ya. You're also one decision away, one person away from a whole new life. Dude, listen to this. So the Elliott group, which was founded by me and Jacqueline, she fucking pissed me off, told me that I was getting comfortable, overweight, basically, because dude, I was always in shape when I was younger. And through chasing business, I ended up losing the fitness side of me because I thought money was success. And what I learned is that I didn't like me, so I was kind of being shitty to everyone around me. You see short-tempered people, they're aggravated because they're living life the way they don't want to live. And so they're really fucking short with everyone else. Those people, no one did anything wrong to those people. Those people don't like themselves. And we know lots of people that are like this. And I was one of them. I learned if I don't love me, I can't fucking love any of you guys. Dude, I love everybody. I'm not even joking, man. I have a very direct way of getting, my coaching works my way. Okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. If I care about you, I need to tell you the truth. I don't need to sugarcoat it. Now I'll wrap it with love, which everybody, you must wrap everything with love. Hey dude, if you wanted to be here, you would do this, this, and this. And the only reason why I'm telling you that is because I believe you're capable of greatness and I love you. I wrap it with love at the end. But the way that I coach is I'm direct. Dude, my wife, her being direct with me, the most uncomfortable conversation changed my life. If you have people around you not testing you, not challenging you, not pressuring you to change, you don't have that right person in your life right now. Guys, I want to tell you this. I coach a lot of big, successful people. Eric Klein, who you guys are here today in his event, is my #1 student. Okay? And I want to tell you something. I make a commitment when I find my coach to tell them I'm going to be your greatest student. And I told Tony Robbins that. It happened. I told Dean Graciosi that. It happened. I've told this to many different people. We told Patrick Bet-David. My whole team, when we study somebody, we say we will learn everything they know and be able to emulate everything they can do to a point where literally we will outgrow them. And so what I love about Eric Klein is that everything that I do, he's intense and he's urgent. And so I told him about something last week. It's already done the next day. Wow. That, to me, that's called coachable. So my question is, today you're going to learn some things. How fast will you implement? The quicker that you can make decisions, the more successful you'll become. How fast is your decision-making abilities? I want to go and start getting in shape. Where do we go? The minute this motherfucker lets out tonight, you're in the gym. You're not like, oh, when we get home. No, motherfucker, we do it now. See, that's how I know if you're serious. Let me explain. If me and my wife are in a fight, I want to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm going to start treating her better. No, I'm going to start treating her better right now. Dude, I want to give you the most magical thing ever. It's called own your fucking shit. When you own your shit, you become the most dangerous person. And by the way, you guys know you're going to have haters, right? You guys know that, right? Yeah. If any of you are ever going to do anything really big, you're going to have a lot of haters. You want to know how to really fuck them up? Own all your shit. Dude, when I got in trouble and almost went to jail, I got on the internet. I said, dude, I fucking did this thing. I got in trouble. Whatever you heard about me, it was probably 10 times worse. I didn't like me back then. I was a fucking piece of shit. But I'm not a piece of shit no more. I've never had somebody meet me now and walk away and say they don't like me. I've never had it happen. I get 100 million views every 30 days on social media. I ain't never had a person walk up to me and tell me to my face they don't like me. What does that say about all the fucking haters? They're cowards. They're cowards. And you know what cowards want you to do? They want you to hide while they dig through your past and fire bullets at you about everything you've ever done. What do you need to do? Number one, the bigger your testimony, okay, the more powerful your message is going to be. Dude, I'm going to tell you this. Eric Klein's testimony of how he went through life, being a drug addict, doing all these things and overcoming it. How do you think Grant Cardone blew up? Grant Cardone was lost doing drugs on crack and losing his whole life. And then he was a car salesman. And then he said, dude, I don't want to do this no more. And he made some decisions and he changed his life. And now he's got millions of followers all around the world that chase him around and they're doing the 10X deal and wearing his gear and his hats. Bro, all he is a person that made some decisions to change his past. I'm here to tell you, if you have a fucked up past and you're in this room, you are capable of the greatest testimony. Is that cool? Hey, and by the way, I want to say something. Who believes God in here? Raise your hand if you believe in God. You know what I'm going to tell you guys? Listen, this is something that I really need to make sure I press into every one of your hearts. When I started to change my life, I gave my life to God. And I remember telling Jackie I wanted to be a preacher. I did. I was like, dude, I want to be a preacher. And dude, I memorized every Bible verse. I read it every night. I started with Jackie reading me the children's Bible because I didn't understand any of it. And then I would actually go to work. Yes, and there wasn't only pictures. It would be like Noah's Ark. But then I would go to work the next day and I would try to tell everybody about what she taught me. And I would be like, Goliath was in Noah's Ark, right? And she's like, Andy, you're mixing up like 9 stories. But the stories were really good. And but I had the right intentions. I was trying to lead people to believe that they were capable of more and goodness. And you know what I learned, dude, is that Jesus hang out with the tax collectors, the prostitutes, the Saul, the Christian killer, ended up becoming Apostle Paul. He took the Bible the furthest. Dude, you don't even, the greatest disciples of Jesus were the most broken people. He didn't use the Pharisees. He didn't use the ones on the corner that have never publicly done anything wrong. He did the ones that were out in public, the most broken people. Because if he could help those people, their testimonies would be huge. So I'm trying to tell you that one of the things that I think why the Elliott group has grown so big and really why my life kind of like went viral and I got out there, this is crazy. This is an easy play that all of you can run. I killed off the old me and I believed in myself and I decided to make some changes. So you got to write this down. Greatness is found in the extremes. You must decide, is this something, this conversation that we're talking about today, you becoming the best version of yourself, is this worth dying for? To me, the answer was yes. You must make the decision. Will you fight until your death to become the best version of you? Or will you settle? You must make that decision today. My decision, I decided to fight. I told Jackie, I said, either I'm going to become the greatest version of me that I'm proud of, or I'm going to die doing it. I want to tell you something. I joined a CrossFit gym, and I was completely out of shape. And if anybody's done CrossFit in here, you understand when you're going through these like AMRAPs or whatever you're doing, like Like, I thought I was going to have a heart attack and die. Like, I thought I was going to die. But I remember during one of the times during the workout, I go, how cool would this be if I died in a CrossFit workout and at least my wife saw me die trying to be a better man? No, seriously. Fucking awesome. Dude, how amazing. And then I started to think that way. What if I went on the stage today and I poured my heart out and I yelled, I screamed, I wore my heart on my sleeve, I let everybody know everything that I knew, I made sure I pushed everything that I had into all of them, and I died, so be it. What if I traveled 300 days a year, being in front of all these people, doing all these things and trying to change everybody's life and it had nothing to do with me? What if I died from exhaustion because that was so crazy? Totally worth it. I always wanted to freaking matter. Dude, I don't know how many of you guys in here ever wanted to be somebody special or wanted to be somebody that mattered or wanted to have an important life. I always wanted to be fucking counted in. Dude, I wasn't very athletic, right? I'm not saying I wasn't rowdy and I wasn't a renegade, but like, I wasn't very athletic. The Twins are athletic. Whatever these guys do, they win. I don't win. I lose in every sport I play.
Show them how you shoot basketball.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I mean, but my point is that, but you got to make fun of yourself. Yes. But I want you guys to know is that, look, every one of you in here, I don't care what you're not good at. What I know is what you can be good at. And so there's these little things that I started, and this will really help you, that I started to do to recreate my life. Number one, the physical fitness aspect, so important. I will tell you until your eyes are red and burned out that you must get in shape, you must go 5 days a week, you must work out like hell, you must beat that old life away from you now. And do not stop it for anything. 2, the mental mindset, the mindset in which you carry will determine the life you have. You can't have a great mindset if you're not physically fit. It's impossible. Someone in here right now that's going to be out of shape and get dressed and look in the mirror every morning and fucking be butt naked and have to really look at themselves and own their shit can't. And you say, well, Andy, that's really direct. No, you fucking make a decision to stay like that till you die or to make some decisions to start changing it so you don't always and keep seeing that. Guys, progress over everything. I've never met one person who's depressed, sad, suicidal, doesn't believe in themselves, who has progress. Your goal is to be a progress fucking machine. So every day I'm getting better in one of these buckets, and that's what makes me stay on fire. That gives me my edge. So in the gym, I'm looking for progress every day. By the way, losing some weight, losing 1 pound, that's progress. Hey, maybe I'm gotta lose 100 pounds. Dude, if I'm losing 10 pounds, I feel progress. I'm on fire. My mental mindset, yes, when I see myself down 90 pounds or shredded with the six pack and jacked up, I'm gonna like that. But if I see progress, I'm on fire now. Then mental mindset, dude, the way that you see everything. Your mind is the most important thing in the world. Either you're gonna own this shit and you're gonna know how your life's gonna go, who you're gonna become and what you're gonna do, or someone else is gonna fucking tell you. Dude, I need you to know this. If you're not completely 100% like for sure what you want, someone's gonna interrupt your fucking day and change your whole mood. Change everything about you. So in our company, in the Elliott group, you fucking say something negative, we'll throw you through a window. And you would say, oh, that's funny. I'm not even joking. Don't bring that shit around me. Listen, if there's a problem, we'll solve it. You know what solving language sounds like? Hey, Andy, I saw this problem. How should we solve it? What should we do? Complaining is out. No, I fucking hate complainers. Number one, why do you not complain? Number one, it's inefficient. Get you fucking nowhere. Number two, nobody fucking cares. How about that one? Hey, I got this fucking thing. Dude, nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. And here you are, instead of winning to be important and be something to look up to, you're complaining and being a little fucking hater and crying about somebody else so that you can get some fucking attention. How about get some attention being a winner? So mindset, okay? And then lastly, skills. Skills. You guys must acquire the skills. And why I love like Eric putting on this 2-day event, guys, I mean, I just do some math in my head, but I understand. That's why I say Eric's my greatest student. When I met Eric, Eric's like, I want to make a lot of money. I was like, all right, everybody says that in the beginning. About 7 conversations later, Eric spills the truth. I want to be a better dad. I want to be a better husband. I want to like me more. I just want to fucking help people. Isn't that weird? We all start here, and then all these things come out. Now, how's Eric going to make all that money? He's going to do this stuff down here. He's going to be the best husband ever. He's going to be the best dad ever. He's going to get in great shape. He's going to really take good care of himself. He's going to surround himself with good people who love him, care about him, and push him. He's not going to make decisions based off money anymore. He's going to make decisions based off these values and these standards from now on. And if he does that, we are in a world that doesn't do that. And if you do that, you are fucking rich. You're rich. Guys, I get 1,000 DMs a day. I'm here to let every one of you know. My greatest thing would be for you guys to coach with Eric Klein. And so Eric Klein, and stay with him, could teach you every fucking thing he knows so that you guys could become your own coaches. Like I explained to Eric, I said, look, let me explain what I want. In the beginning, I thought pretty low. I wanted to be the next Tony Robbins. And then I was like, oh, then I want my whole team to be the next Tony Robbins. And then I was like, wait a minute, all the people that we coach, we want them to be the next Tony Robbins. So like, we want millions of Tony Robbinses out there because that's like, and the reason why I say Tony Robbins, because that was a guy I looked up to. I want to create the greatest impact players on planet Earth. Real players, everybody hear me, real players, real coaches. I don't like players who can't coach. And I don't like coaches that can't play. I've sat here and I've watched Eric Klein fucking make dials and close deals. Okay, he's a player. I like that. Coach, I've watched Eric Klein teach people how to make calls, close deals, be better people. Okay, cool, he's a coach, player coach. I like that. And so I'm looking around, and at the end of the day, guys, you got to decide who you want to be so you can decide who to let in your circle also. Okay, if you're not good to your family, you can't be around me. If I even catch wind you're not good to your family, you're out. If you're a single person, okay, and you say you got a girlfriend or something, but you cheat on her, you can't be around me because I don't fucking deal with people that lie, and I don't deal with people who cheat. Also, if money's everything to you, just to be completely clear, I don't like rich people. I don't like them. I've never liked rich people. I've been fucking judged my whole life by rich people. I've had rich people look at me and give me that fucking shitty ass grin that I wasn't good enough my whole life. I hate them. I hate them. I'm a broke person with money. I don't ever want to be a rich person. I want to be the most loving son of a bitch in the room that will take his shirt off for anyone. And also, I don't want to be the ass kisser. I don't want to be the crowd pleaser. I want to be the one that's a direct guy in the room that when there's a problem no one else wants to talk about, I'm going to fucking talk about it. They might not like you, but you'll solve deals and problems that no one else can solve because you're not afraid to get involved. Dude, that's the reason why when you become who you're supposed to become, man, you have nothing to hide anymore. Dude, I go to sleep every night like a baby. Also, two things you got to understand. This is so important early on in business if you're younger and if you're older. There's stress and then there's pressure. They're different. You have to understand, a good coach will never let you get stressed. A good coach will show you how to deal with pressure. Me and Jacqueline love pressure. Pressure makes us better. When we run to pressure, we get stronger. We break through barriers. We recreate, reprove ourselves. When we have stress, we age. We get unhealthy. We get sick. We let people down. We make bad decisions when we're stressed. We start selling unattractively. With pressure though, you're like, oh, okay. I got this. Like, this is on me. This is all on me. By the way, at the end of the day, your whole life will always be on you. Okay, now listen, there's going to be levels to success, and you guys are going to have to be aware of this. This is why being in a room like this is priceless. Some of you came here and you're just like me. First time I came to an event, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't say hi to anybody. That was me. Jackie called me on the phone and she goes, did you shake anybody's hand? I'm like, nope. She's like, go say hi to 3 people. I'm like, nope, I'm getting off the phone. She's like, come on, Andy, go say hi to 3 people. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I just don't want to say hi to anybody. Because I just wanted to train. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, Andy, but that's a part of the game. You got to learn to meet people. You got to learn to network, dude. The old you didn't want to say hi to anybody. The fucking new you that wants to change the world got to fucking say hi to people, dumbass. I'm like, fuck. All right, what's up, dude? Most awkward conversation ever. Another one. Then I'm like, dude, this ain't that bad. And I wasn't the junkie that went around to be everybody's best friend, but then I started saying hi to people. Then I started studying. Then I started making relationships. And dude, a year down the road, some of those people that I met in that same room during that same deal that I never thought I'd say hi to, those people are still with me now. I do some big things with them. Dude, relationships build. You guys need to know one thing. Number one, who you become will ultimately determine what you get in life. Who you become. It's not what you learn, it's how you live. If you learn it but you don't live it, it doesn't matter. If I've said something to you in this room and you find it to be true and you don't do it, you're fucking an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You had a chance to change your life while you were alive and you missed it. I feel like the conversation is going to go like this. It's the end of your life. God's going to be there. And he's like, how many people's lives did you change? And you're like, I did. There was some of them. Cool. We'll let them speak for you. Oh, there's not any. But I gave you a fucking window, dude. Remember that deal that I had that guy call you out? I gave you that window to change your life. Let me show you something real quick, and God will probably pull like an iPhone out and I'll show you a video of who you were supposed to be. And you're going to be like, no fucking way. I'm not even joking, guys. What if at the end of your life, which by the way, I don't care how old you think you're going to live, I bet it's half that. So you guys in here, you better start fucking preparing for death. Listen, let me be crystal clear. If you're not living your life right now like you're going to die, you're a fool. Because when you do die, you'll realize that you underplayed it and you never became who you're supposed to. I love death. If I die right now, I'm fucking proud of me. I know I've got 20 more levels. If he gives me 20 more fucking years to get to those levels, then great. But if I die now, at least I didn't die who I was. Okay? I just want you guys to understand this. Inside, have you guys ever heard the term moral authority? Moral authority. Like it's something that when you're talking to somebody, people look at you and they either believe you or don't believe you. Moral authority. Who you really are is probably the most important thing ever. As I'm talking to you, everything that I'm telling you today is the way that I live. I've got my team right here. They know that we live this way. They live this way. We don't say we're going to do something and not do it. Dude, there is a rule in our company and it's called don't be a fraud. If you say that you're going to do these things, you must do them. And we watch each other like a fucking hawk to see if the other people are doing them. And when someone does it, we're like, bam! Told you, didn't go to the gym yesterday. And he's like, well, I had this deal. Hey, whoa, stop. Don't have another phone call with another guy telling them they need to go get their shit right and go to the gym when you're fucking missing yourself. Don't even open your mouth on that subject again. Dude, we will call them out. And guess what? If you don't like it, go somewhere where they accept all the frauds. Guys, you see why these rooms are so valuable? So number one, who you become will determine what you get. And then number two, you're gonna need a team at some point. Everybody just look around. We've got 130 people in this room. Out of this 130, you might be sitting next to one of the people that'll help you open up this next thing you wanna fucking do. They're in this room. You need to meet them. You know they're like-minded. It doesn't mean that everybody's like that, but at the end of the day, relationship capital. Meet everybody. When you meet somebody, make sure that you have a way of introducing yourself or talking. Don't be fake. But where they never forget you. Develop your brand. What's your brand? You guys see me. I wear fucking short shorts every day. My clothes, they're tight. I don't care. Dude, I run around with the shirt off 99% of the time. I am in the business industry. Dude, I have companies go, how? I get on a Zoom call and there's a giant company. They're like a Fortune 500 company. And they're like, we want Andy Elliott to train our company. I show up my shirt off. What's up, guys? They're like, this is not professional. I'm like, no, dude, I'm like, listen to me. The fact that you guys have never had good sales training, y'all fucking hire these fake ass professionals that don't know how to build killers. Where's the fucking team at? Let me talk to the team. I talked to the team after 5 minutes talking to the team. They're like, we want to fucking train with this guy. I'm like, dude, listen, go hire the guys in the fucking suits. I'm going to be me. I'm the best at what I fucking do, but I'm going to be me. I'm not going to try to be like anyone else. You guys got to be this way. You guys feel me? Super important. Okay? All right, lastly, we're going to finish with 3 things that you must know. And these are 3, I would say this last quarter of this year, there needs to be 3 things that need to be really running on your heart on top of all the self-development that you need to master. These are skills to master if you want to earn 7 figures in 2025. Number 1, the ability to influence and persuade. You've got to learn to be the greatest communicator and salesperson on planet Earth. The ability to close, influence, persuade, paint pictures, tell stories, sell ideas, sell situations. You got to be the best in the world at it, okay, guys? I'm telling you, it's the one thing. If I had to tell you what has allowed me to build the vast majority of my wealth, it would be that bucket. That was a big one for me. You got to be the best at that. Number 2, you got to build a brand. You guys, I don't care. You don't have to be an influencer. Okay? You don't have to fucking open an e-com deal on the internet. But you do need to build a brand. People do need to go to your social media and see what the fuck you stand for. See who you are. By the way, that is the way people meet people now, right? Hey, have you met this guy, Jake? I'm like, who's Jake? And they're like, oh, here, check him out. What do they do? Pull up social media. And I'm like, I look at it and it says like, you know, family man, loves his wife, love my 3 kids, you know, creating Christian, greatest guys in the world. And I go down and watch some of your content. I'm like, like that guy. Cool. I like him already. We are in an era that people judge you first by social media. I need you to know, I'm not asking you to be someone you're not. By the way, a lot of you, I have this feeling inside that a lot of you are going to get out of here. I've been known to have this effect. And start working out really hard and start transforming your body and changing it. When this happens and people can see your document line that every day you're doing this thing and then they look up 5 months from now, you're a totally different human. They're like, oh my God. It's like people are blown away. You want to take your followers from 0 to 100,000? Guess what? Get in shape. People love seeing transformation in people's lives. They will start following you from all over. People need inspiration. Your body's a big way to do it. My point is you got to build social media brand. So 1, influence, persuade, paint pictures, tell stories, sell ideas, sell situations. You got to learn that shit. 2, got to build a brand. Oh, and you got to learn how to set traps. You got to learn how to set traps on social media. There's this thing called an engine. The Elliott group has a massive engine, okay? And people that get in my engine, my fly trap, okay, is my ecosystem. Don't you want people in your ecosystem? Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. If you can do that, it's over for many reasons. Number 1, when you want to build the team, your ecosystem are your recruits, your people, your team that you bring in. Your ecosystem could be your girlfriend, your boyfriend. It could be somebody that you want to run with. Your ecosystem could be your next CEO, the next marketer. It could be someone else that's going to help you do things. I don't know, but they're in there. Do you guys feel me? If I need something right now, I needed a new graphic designer. Dude, I made a post on social media. We had like 20,000 applications. I just want to tell you, I was nobody. I built a brand. I didn't go out and say a bunch of crazy shit. I just went out and lived the way I live. You guys don't need to create content. You are the content. Your new life starts now. I want that fucking content to be displayed on social media. You don't have to live, eat, sleep, and breathe it. Just 1, 2 simple posts a day. I'll show you how to do it. Lastly, number 3. I already said this, but fitness 2025, it starts today. But 2025 needs to be the greatest fitness journey that you've ever taken on in your life. And I want you to push yourself like you never have. I want you to clean out your fucking cabinet. I want you to get serious. I want you to invest in a coach to help push you. I want you to find friends that are in better shape than you. I want you to go dark for your fitness. And I am telling you, the number one thing that it will bring, not only a crazy mindset, it'll make you more attractive. I think more attractive people do build a better brand. They do sell more, but it'll make you like you more. That is priceless. Priceless, okay? So, just this little hour conversation, it's flown by. Have you guys taken some stuff where you guys can see the next version of you? Cool, I love it. All right. I want to show you guys this. So number one, we have an event that's coming up in February. So Eric, remember I told you this. Eric's my number one student. And I'm going to tell you, when he said, I wanted to be this way to my wife, he went and did it. By the way, the next conversation was with his wife. They're just getting started. They're just getting warmed up. You know what I know with Eric? Eric is about to blow the fuck up. He's already blown. But watch. He wants to blow you guys up. You say, well, what does that mean? Stick around and find out. Okay? That means what everyone said you were going to become, we're going to burn their eyes out with your winning, and they're going to be fucking wrong. That means that this new life, what does it look like? I don't know, but we're going to learn a new skill. We're going to be around the right people, and we're going to go on a new journey. Some of you in here, you may go full-time in wholesale real estate. Some of you in here may keep your job, and you may do it part-time. I don't give a shit. Look, dude, I'm the burn the boats type motherfucker. So like, you got to be real careful being around me, okay? Because I'm like fucking Cortez. I'm like burn the fucking ships, right? Cortez, they go out and they're trying to take over this fucking land with his guys. And so they keep getting their ass kicked about 5 times. Finally, on the 6th time, they all come home beat up every fucking time. He's like, nah, fuck it, burn the boat. Burn it, we're not fucking leaving. Either we're gonna die here or we're taking this. Not till he said, burn the bitch, did they take over. Once someone understands, see, because this is how I am, okay? When I know what I want, I'll either get it or I'll die trying. I don't know any other way. Plan Bs aren't good for me. I want to say one hypothetical. If you're in a marriage and you say, well, if it doesn't work out, will that marriage ever last? Could you imagine? I mean, we're in a society right now where people are like, well, if it doesn't work out, there's got to be something else. I hear people call me all the time and they're like, Andy, I just don't like my job anymore. And it's not that anybody's bad to them in their job. It's just that they need to do something else. And what's happened is they proved themselves in that new job. And then once it wasn't new, the newness went away. Now they're complacent. They think they need a new job to go hard again. I'm like, dude, you don't need a new job. You just need to go back and do your job differently. And you'll do really good. Like, why does everybody need to quit everything? There is a time to, get into a different industry, which is what you guys are doing. It's super fucking smart. But if there's a plan B, you're never gonna make it. The reason why most people never become successful is because they're really good quitters. They just quit all the time. My dad was married 7 times. He quit 7, got married, quit, got married, quit, got married, quit. How'd that work out for him? Fucked up, broken family, Jerry Springer life. Are you kidding me? Dude, he probably could have stuck it through on the first one. It would have been fine. But he couldn't make it through that deal. So with my wife, it's like, dude, we're together till we die. I don't give a fuck what happens. It's me and her against the world, and we're gonna die fighting. She's not my queen, she's my battle mate. You guys need to understand this. If you're going for this big life, you need to understand, what is it you want now? You don't have to, everybody understand this. I don't give a fuck what you want in 2026. This last quarter in 2025, if you can just stay in this thing, it's over. You will make it. It will happen. But I just need you to know that if there's a plan B though, if this doesn't work, maybe I'll just, get into crypto. It's fuck, man. No, you know what I hear you saying is that you're looking for something easier. Guys, to let you know, a great marriage is the hardest thing you'll ever fucking do in your whole life. Totally worth it. Being a parent, waking up when your baby's little and changing his diaper all night and staying up with it all night long and losing all your sleep and fucking hard, totally worth it. Most amazing thing ever. Dude, investing in somebody, even when they're not getting it, and keep pushing on them and pushing on, and then eventually one day seeing them make it. It's exhausting, totally worth it, right? It's you guys gotta understand, if this success thing that you want is worth it, you guys gotta give it some time, you can't quit. So how do we leave? I know you got today and I think tomorrow or whatever, right? But I'm here talking to you guys. How do you leave here? My biggest worry is how do you leave here and stay on fire? How do you leave here and stay plugged into something that keeps you growing? You have to plug into something. If you don't plug into something, you go back to your old life. Your old life's calling you back. Your new life's calling you forward. So you got to plug into something, okay? So pull this up, Eric. I saw this and I asked Eric because I said, what is it that you're going to offer? Now, I want to be completely clear. Who was at the last Hustle Summit Eric did? Raise your hand. 3, 5, 6 of us? Cool. Was it a good event? Badass. It was in the Lion's Den, right? So there's an event coming up in February, and it's at the Lion's Den again. And I asked Eric, I was like, hey, when are you doing that again? I'm going to tell you something super cool. I've never seen this before in my life. Eric made an offer, okay? He made an offer at the end, and 100% of the people in the room, 100, we had 300 people show up, 300 people bought it. Listen, there wasn't like everyone else but him. It was everyone bought it. I ain't never seen anything like it. Eric's one of the greatest coaches. He pours into his people. He finds it disrespectful if somebody doesn't get the results that he thinks they can get to himself. So he's over pushing. I want to show you guys this offer. And by the way, I want you to look at this. Everybody, I want you to write these things down real quick. Is this cool? Because I'm going to walk this through you because I told Eric, everybody that's in this room, there's a coaching program that I'm doing, which I'm going to show you in a minute, that every single person, 100% of the people in this room, if you do this with Eric, I'm enrolling you for free into mine. I'm going to do it. Watch. I'm going to do it. But follow me. I'm going to do it because we're going to make sure that we get 100% success from every one of you. By the way, do you think anybody needs your $1,000? No. Is Eric going to go fucking retire with your $1,000? No. Is he like, we got him, $997? Guys, I promise you, I swear to God, okay, everybody, I want you to do one thing. You want to make more money than you ever made? You got to fucking devalue money. Listen, some of you, the reason why you can't make more money is because you fucking hold on to it so fucking tight, you got to devalue it. The value is you. You don't find value in your car, in your houses, in your fucking job. You find value in you and who you become. That is the value. That is the value. When I sit at the kitchen table with my kids and my wife, that is the value that I have as a man at my table, the development that I've done on me and who I am. I can look at my family in the face and say, if we lose it all, we'll fucking have it back tomorrow. That is my value. That is my security. I don't find my security in money. You got fucking 1,000 in the bank? Fuck your 1,000. How much security do you have in you? Everybody, you must build yourself to be who you need to be so you can get the life you want. So you got to devalue money. Okay, me and my wife, to build our big business, it's called risk inversion. We had to spend the money up front to get the reward after. But you had to burn the fucking boats. A lot of people are like, well, what's the guarantee? The guarantee is, bitch, if you don't do nothing, you're gonna stay the fucking same. That's the number one fucking guarantee. Okay, well, I don't want that. Then fucking get your $1,000 out, bet on yourself, do the program, watch what happens. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. It's burn the boat, win, or fucking win bigger. There is no losing. Okay, and that's why I put this deal. So I want to tell you what he's got. So number one, 7-figure closer course. This is Eric's course. I want to explain this to you. Some people take courses and they go through a module or a video. They watch it one time. They're like, watch module 1, and then they go to module 2. I have to watch a video like 20 times. I want to learn, what did he say? How did he say it? Why did he say it that way? I got to write it fucking down. It's annoying to my wife because I have to write everything down. Because see, when someone's teaching me something, it's like even when I read a book, I think that someone is like, if I read Tim Grover's book, Relentless, or David Goggins' book, Never Finished, I'm envisioning David Goggins is next to me reading me, or he's telling me that I need to fucking do this and that this is the thing. And so I have this way of perceiving information that this person is sharing what they've learned in 20 years. They're sharing it with me, and I'm so fucking lucky to get it. So I want to make sure I understand every bit of it. That is how serious I take a course. By the way, I'm going to be completely honest. There is only one goal in this room. That is for all of you to be better than him. The only way that you'll be better than him is for you to outstudy him and learn everything that he knows. That is it. Study. Hey, my number one goal, outgrow his ass. Outgrow him. I want you to be like, bro, I fucking learned everything you know. I want to know, do you have any more for me? Because if not, I got to roll to another mentor now. I want you to fucking get so good you press the mentor. And by the way, why? Because you guys are all the next mentors. Can I give you just a little secret? If you master what he's teaching you for $1,000, if you master it, you guys know you could go teach it to someone else too later, right? You guys know that, right? You guys know the self-development industry is $1 billion a day industry, right? Billion a day. So someone who has a specialized skill that can teach someone else to learn that skill faster is now a coach. We are in an industry where coaching is massive. Why would we not want to benefit financially from learning this, do it ourselves, become the player, and also a coach? I'm a coach. I coach Eric. I love teaching him everything I know so he can go coach his people better. I want to teach you guys everything we know so you guys can be the greatest coaches. Dude, that's a fucking dangerous room. You guys are sitting on more money and more opportunity than you can even fathom. Please understand this. This is the full spectrum of how I think, big picture. So, 7-figure closer course. This is his entire course. You get it. All the scripts, everything that he has, the full training course. You guys get it, everything. $997. By the way, when you go home, I'm a person that studies at night. Okay? There's not always a Zoom call going on at 11:15 at night when I want to study. I log into the course. I can watch it 1,000,000 times until I know this shit like the back of my hand. Number 2, Hustle Summit Ticket 2. Lion's Den in February, 120 days from now. You guys be back in Scottsdale with us, but not in this office. You're going to be in mine. Okay? I want to tell you guys, it's going to be fucking crazy. It's going to be cool as shit. And just that ticket alone being there is going to be fucking priceless. So you get the course. You get the ticket, which is right there. Also, when you leave, you get 4 Zoom calls. It means this. After you leave, he's going to make sure Q&A. He'll answer any questions anybody has. But also, he'll continue to teach for 4 Zoom sessions. To me, I want to tell you another reason why you do stuff like this. I want Eric to know that when I came here, I was serious about learning. Patrick Bet-David, anybody know who he is? Yeah. Every time I go to an event, he always delivers. At the end of the event, he says, who wants to come back again? The tickets are 15, 20 grand to come back. We buy them immediately. Listen, I'm going to explain how this works. In 2025, I'm going to be busy as fuck. I know I am. When I buy my tickets in 2024, September of 2025, when his event comes up, it's already blocked off. I've already bought my ticket. I'm going. I'm not going to look up and then that event go down and I'm like, fuck, I should have got my tickets earlier. I should have went. Hey, babe, can you check our schedule? Can we make it? If something's important to you, you just do it. In 120 days, we're all together again. I want to see if this room can be like the last room. We had 100% people do it. So you get the 4 Zoom calls after the training. And then I asked Eric to sacrifice. Most people know the definition, but they don't live it. It's one thing to learn it. It's another thing to live it. Sacrifice for what you want, or what you want becomes a sacrifice. I want you to think, what else in your life could you do with $1,000? People spend 50 grand to go to college to learn how to make 50 grand a year. You spend $1,000, you can learn to make 7 figures a year. By the way, who's going to be Eric Klein's greatest student? That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Like I'm the one that's like, hey dude, hey, by the way, you don't have to have just one mentor. You guys could have 10. All 10 of my mentors, I became their greatest student. That needs to be your goal. If somebody's coaching you, you want to learn everything they fucking know. All of it. Everything. And you want them to see it. Why? Eric's going to have big opportunities and big things come up. And who does he want to be thinking about? You. Man, this thing just happened. Oh man, what about that fucking guy in our class? Remember that guy that always comes? He never misses. That guy? Yeah, now you're being thought about. They've got your name in their mouth, and then they're calling you like, hey, what do you think about running this sales team, doing this thing? It'll pay $500,000 a year plus X amount %. You're like, fuck, dude. I just kept showing up, man. And then all of a sudden, it's like they're thinking about me now. Does that make sense? Who was at the vault this year? Was anybody? I was on stage with Patrick Bet-David, wasn't I? I get on that motherfucker every year. Patrick told me, he goes, you're the only guy that every year ends up getting on my stage at the vault. I don't even know how it happens. We just fucking make it happen. Why? I've bought every ticket since 2019 I can get my hands on. Listen, guys, I want to tell you something. There's some big things happening. You want people to start thinking about you, you got to be in their face. This isn't about just training. I'm playing big picture for some of you guys so you can realize where the big plays happen. They happen. You learn, you develop, you make money, you do all that, but also you stay close to the people that are doing big shit, and big shit just happens. Okay, secondly, everybody, this is super important. This is me. Eric's very simple. His offer, this is what you'd be paying for. A ticket to the Hustle Summit 2, which is going to be in February, Scottsdale, Arizona. You guys are going to be with me. You're going to be with Eric. We're going to be together all day long. Number 2, you're going to get your 4 Zoom calls. You're going to get your training course. And then, by the way, at the end of this, after I show this to you, if you're like, hey, I want to do this, I want you guys to take a picture with Eric. I want him to give you the sacrifice shirt. Sacrifice for what you want, or what you want becomes a sacrifice to the shirt. Because I want you to remember, I was fucking there. We were in the I don't know what we call this. This is in the Lions Den, but what is it? What do we call this?
Motherfucking machine.
We got to call the fucking something. But yeah, I was at fucking Eric's office, the money machine, right? And I got the sacrifice shirt. Guys, I'm like a little kid. Everywhere I go, I got to get a fucking shirt because I'm going to rip the sleeves off this bitch. I'm going to work out in it. And I'm going to remember sacrifice. Now, I want you guys to check this out. I know Eric shit's good. You guys should pay me 20 grand for this. But you can't. It's not for sale. You can't buy it. It's physically impossible. At my last event, this is what I sold. And I told Eric, every single person in this room that says I'm in, I'm going to give this to you. That means you will not pay for this. You pay for Eric's, you get the training with Eric, then I give you my shit for fucking absolutely free. Check this out. So, fitness calls. How did you know I was going to fucking say it? Every Wednesday, everybody, I want you to write this down. Okay, until January 1st of 2025, I do a fitness call every Wednesday. I swear on my life, show up on this call. You'll learn more about fitness, eating, getting clean, and total transformation for 2025 with us. Every Wednesday, there's a fitness call. I want you guys to be on it. Swear to God, it'll change your life. I promise you. Okay, I'm 45 years old. I have a six-pack. I'm shredded. Just fucking show up. I promise you, whatever questions you want to ask them. I will guide you guys to your greatest body. You will be with us on fitness calls. I have nothing to sell you until January 1 in 2025. I will be with you for the rest of the year. Okay? I will get you guys shredded and jacked. Okay. Secondly, does everybody see this spider web? You guys see that? This is where you become a billionaire. I know. It's kind of a scary word. Okay? People say, oh, that can't happen. I want to explain this to you. This is what I call, so I'm going to do 2 Zoom calls every month on Thursdays, and I'm going to teach what is called the engine. Everything feeds everything. Do you guys want to build a badass brand?
Let's go.
I mean, I'm asking, do you want to build one?
Hell yeah.
I mean, do you want fucking people to like know who you are? Do you want your life to matter? I mean, every single one of you has a cell phone, right? You guys have a screen, right? People go to sleep on the screen, wake up on the screen. They're on the screen while they're driving. They're on a screen while they're on a date. They're on a screen while they're at work. Who do you want them fucking watching? Are you kidding me? Dude, building a brand is your new currency. If you don't understand it, wake the fuck up and understand what era you're alive in. I don't care how old you are. He'd be like, man, I'm 45 years old. I'm 55 years old. Fucking 15. Wake up. Dude, it ain't going away. It ain't going away. It's getting crazier by the day, but I want to explain this to you. This is huge. Ready? I'm going to roll around this circle. Elite group coaching. Does everything come back to this? Do you see this? I know you can't see it because you guys, I mean, I'm fucking right here and barely read it. Elliott Group. My bad. Elliott Group is my company right here. Now watch this. You ready? Ad packages, dealer reoccurring, recruiting site, apparel, books, website, YouTube, all my social media platforms, my ETA, Elliott Training Academy, events, rev share acquisitions, coaching for coaches offers, brotherhood, back to the Elliott Group. Everything feeds everything. I have traps set up on every social media everywhere where no one, once they get into my infrastructure, you can never escape. It's like Alcatraz. It's over. Can you guys build this? Yes. Do you need to be a social media wizard? No. Do you have an iPhone or an Android? Preferably an iPhone. Okay, because I really can't tell you what fucking buttons work on that other thing. Okay? Plus you guys are fucking up all the group text for everyone else. And I can't send videos. You're always like, I send a group text, I'm like, who has a fucking Android? I can't even send a 7-second video with an Android. It's like, dude, I mean, we're not going to get into that, but I'm just telling you, we've got, step one is we're going to make sure you have an iPhone, okay? And if you do that, I can show you how to build, more income, more leads, and build your brand. I don't need you to have a social media editor. I don't need you to have a videographer. If you have a phone, can you show up on 2 calls until the end of the year, every month? I will show you how to build this engine. By the way, I'm gonna tell you this. If I show you how to build this engine, I'm gonna tell you this. Companies would pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars to reteach it. This is how I built my whole company. Okay, everything. It's all here. I'm telling you, this is it. So you guys feel me? This is called the trifecta. There's 3 things you must be great at. 1, you gotta get fit. You guys wanna wait till next year? No, we start fucking now. By the end of this year, I'll have you guys in the greatest shape of your life. Number 2, you got to build your brand. This is what I'm going to give you. This changed my life. If I'm telling you that I'll teach you everything and give it to you for free, all you got to do is show up. I don't care what you know, show up, and then we give you the recordings afterwards, so in case you don't understand it, you can watch it 1,000,000 times, and I'll answer any question for you. Then lastly, this right here is a big one. Everybody that was on our last calls, people hit me with objections left and right. Every objection's under the sun. This is my favorite thing. I'm a sales guy. I love this shit. Jackie knows. I geek out anytime I'm around somebody who believes they're a closer, they're really good at closing. I love challenging them. Because I don't mind losing. I still win if I lose. If I lose, I get better. I learned what you know now. I fucking love it. And so first time I got with Brad Lee, Jackie was with me and him, first time I met him, we're in the back seat. We're going back and forth forever, buried his ass, right? Dude, I mean it. I love getting people unstuck when they're stuck. Does that make sense? That's where I've gotten paid. So 2 calls every month till the end of the year. Sales, speaking, closing, storytelling, and presenting. The way you present it is the way they perceive it. So basically, this package right here, fitness calls, build your engine, which is my social media, okay? And then master communication calls, because everything in life, you got to make it easy to say yes to, hard to say no to, and you got to make it their idea. So, do you guys want to learn from Eric? Do you want Eric to continue to coach and teach you? Yeah. Okay. Secondly, the information that I gave you over the last hour, do you guys see another version of yourself? Yeah. Done. Basically, you guys got 2 coaches. From now until the end of the year, I said greatness is found in the extremes. Can you put everything off to the side and just focus on your own personal self-development until January 1 of 2025? I believe if you guys do this with Eric, I know with what I'm going to do on these coaching calls, and you guys are getting it all with Eric, by the beginning of the year, you totally will do what most people couldn't do in 3 lifetimes. You'll do it in 3 months. I swear, all I need you to do, number 1, is fucking believe in yourself. Very simple. Doubt is a traitor. Don't fucking doubt yourself. If you believe that you deserve a better life, me too. I 50x'd my income because I woke the fuck up. I sat in these chairs, I had a lot of people to the left and the right of me not do anything. You know what I did? I went all in on me. There was no guarantees, except if I didn't do something, shit was gonna stay the same. And that wasn't an option. I went crazy, and the more I learned, the more I earned, the better my life got, the better my family got, the more I liked me, the more I started to change other people's lives. You know, and I just honestly, I want the same thing that I'm living. My wife, and I'll finish on this. My wife says, my biggest problem is that I want to share everything I know. I'm not very good at holding secrets. If I like something, I just want to tell everybody about it. We went and bought a beach house. You know, instead of Airbnb-ing it the next year, I called all my buddies and said they could all come for free. I just want to fucking give everything that helped me to everyone else. And so I believe, though, that's what made me successful, is because in a world where people say, if you want to learn what I know, you got to buy this, and then we'll teach you over here. Well, if you've learned from the last hour of what I've taught you that there's another level in you, then you need to spend more time with me. I'm really good at sales, I'm really good at marketing, and I'm really good at total transformation, which you're all going to need. Eric's really good at wholesale. Eric's really good at training people to be great. Eric is blowing the fuck up in this industry. He wants to make everybody a lot of money. My number one goal is take $1,000, bet on you, and by the beginning of January 1 of 2025, you guys will literally look in the mirror and say, I can't believe, and everyone else will say it too, but I want you to say, I can't believe I've been able to go this far in only 2.5 months. This is fucking crazy. That is the power of having a good coach. Everyone is one good coach away from a new life. I spent $1 million in the first year and a half on self-development. I spent $700,000 my first year. I wasn't rich. I was willing to give up everything that I had for a new life. Okay, that's how serious I was. Good thing is you guys don't have to do that. It's $997. That's it. And if you do this, we'll blow your fucking minds. I'll be with every single one of you in February at the Lion's Den, which will be an experience. It'll be insane. And me and Eric will coach you till the end of the year. Okay, is there anybody that doesn't want to do this? Anybody? Is there one person that says, nah, fuck it, dude, $997, I'll hold on to it and take my chances? Is everybody in? I told you the last time we did it, we didn't have one person not do it. Every single person on the registration did it. Now here's my point is this. This is how I want to do it. I know some of you aren't really fond of like taking pictures. We need to do it. There has to be a timestamp on the day that you said, fuck it, I'm in, let's go. Does that make sense? There has to be a timestamp. And by the way, also, I want to see what you look like. I'm a big person that when I see you in a year, I want you to be like, hey, remember when I was there? And I'm like, dude, no ways. Look at you, bro. You look awesome. I love seeing that transformation. That's the value of taking a picture. Plus, it's your accountability picture today. With all the fitness and all the stuff we're going to go through, like let's make some decisions. And I want you guys to look different the next time I see you. Okay? So at this point, I think there's a QR code right here. It's the biggest fucking QR code you've ever seen in your life. Everybody, some of you over here, grab your phones. Do you got internet? Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Shiloh.
Shiloh, what's Wi-Fi? It's make sure we get Wi-Fi because dude, in my office, one time I had 500 people wanting to buy something and the fucking Wi-Fi didn't work. And I was like, it
was like Civil War.
Yeah, it was crazy. And by the way, I want everybody to know this. Listen, I am the craziest son of a bitch in the world. If you guys, you're gonna learn all your wholesale real estate stuff. That's not my deal. That's y'all's deal. Yeah, that's your deal with Eric. But when you're with us on these calls, you're gonna learn a whole fucking different spectrum. I mean, guys, we run a massive company. You gotta understand the shit you're gonna learn from us is fucking stupid. And I'm giving it to you for free. I came here with nothing except for to make sure that every one of Eric's students left here with their value ruined for them. And then also for you guys to stay plugged in so we can continue to grow you and scale you and coach you. That's it. That's all we want to do. So if everybody's got this, anybody have trouble with Wi-Fi? Everybody, here's what I want you to do. Number one, I want you to scan it. I'm going to hand this back over to, actually I'm going to hand it back over to Shyla. Shyla, why don't you come grab this? Everybody give it up for Eric's wife. She's amazing. Okay, listen. This is what I want. Number one, I love you guys. I'm going back to an event. Hey, and I want to tell you guys something, just so everybody's aware of this, right? My coaching program, my big coaching program is a minimum of $100,000 to get in. I want to explain something to you guys. The shit that I have to teach you, which I'm going to tell you on the backside of this, is fucking priceless. So like, don't be a dumbass and miss the opportunity to learn more fucking than you've ever learned in your life from me and from Eric. Okay, if you're like, I don't know. It's like, what are you talking about, dude? Spend your $1,000, make a fucking bet on yourself, change your life. I'm gonna tell every one of you, at the end of 2025, I can see a lot of you spending $50,000 to $100,000 on yourself. If you're making $1 million a year, you probably wouldn't have a problem with it, would you? Okay, listen, man, I am telling you, no one, and I'm gonna say this last thing, Shyla, if I could show you guys, and I'm not even joking, if I could show you what your life looked like on the other side of this coaching, if you showed up to every call and you actually fucking got serious, every single one of you would fall to your knees and start crying. I mean it. You would cry like a little baby because you never even knew this was possible. Now, I'm not gonna beg you to have a great life. I'm gonna tell you, winners, they fucking show up, they believe in themselves, they bet on themselves, they win. But remember that, okay? If you don't fucking believe in you and you don't take action, like you're out. You're exactly what everyone else said, okay? So I see guys every day and I see them changing their life so much. And my amazing wife, me and her and my team, we have such a beautiful life. It's like if I could just show you on an iPhone, kind of like that deal with God, what your life looked like mid-2025, you guys would be like, holy shit, man. One of you guys will pay him 50 grand. You'll be like, dude, here's 50 grand, bro. I don't even need nothing in return. You fucking changed my whole life. And then you have a bunch of little guys that'll change a lot, but you'll have a few of you in here that I'm telling you, in a year or two, you'll be making 8 figures. Yep. I mean, you could be making 9 figures in a couple of years. I don't know, man. I mean, it's like, just keep showing up with us. I got you. So I love Eric. He's doing amazing. His wife is awesome. Shyla, I want them to take some pictures. Are you guys cool taking some pictures there? Yeah. Okay. Is that cool? Yeah. I don't know what the lunch deal is or how everything's going, so I'm going to hand it over. Hey, I'm getting out of here. So I love you guys. I appreciate your time. Just like I gave my time away from my team, my family, you gave your time away from your family. Coming out here, it means a lot to me, okay? Like we both just spent an hour together, right? So I want to continue to freaking keep pushing into you guys. Shyla, tell them what's next. Let's get some pictures. Love you guys. Let's see if we get 100% of the people. Let's go.
Guys, you're the true 1%ers. You made it to the end of the video. Let's go. Like, comment so we know who you are down below, and then share this video to somebody else who needs it, and also turn your notifications on because we got the fire coming every single day. Amazing. We'll see you at the next video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.